Essays on Untouchables and Untouchability, Political, by Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Chapter 4 2. C. Those within the pale of the Chaturvarna, their origin and their duties. 1. This universe existed in the shape of darkness, unperceived, destitute of distinctive marks, untenable by reasoning, unknowable, wholly immersed, as it were, in a deep sleep. 2. Then the divine self existence, Swayambhu, himself, indiscernible but making all this the great elements and the rest discernible, appeared with irresistible creative power, dispelling the darkness. But for the sake of the prosperity of the worlds, he caused the Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra to proceed from his mouth, arms, thighs, and feet. But in order to protect this universe, he, the most resplendent one, assigned separate duties and occupations to those who sprang from his mouth, arms, thighs, and feet. To the Brahmins, he assigned teaching and studying the Vedas, sacrificing, performing sacrificial ceremonies for their own benefit and for others, giving and accepting of alms. The Kshatriya he commanded to protect people, to bestow gifts, to offer sacrifices, to study the Vedas, and to abstain from attaching himself to sensual pleasures. The Vaishya to tend the cattle, to bestow gifts, to offer sacrifices, to study the Veda, to trade, to lend money, and to cultivate the land. One occupation only the Lord prescribed to the Shudra, to serve meekly even these other three castes. A student, an apprentice, a hired servant, and fourthly an official, these must be regarded as laborers. Slaves are those who are born in the house, and the rest. The sages have distinguished five sorts of attendants according to law. Among these are four sorts of laborers mentioned above. The slaves are the fifth category, of which there are 15 species. One born at his master's house, one purchased, one received by gift, one obtained by inheritance, one maintained during a general famine, one pledged by his rightful owner, one released from a heavy debt, one made captive in a fight, one won through a wager, one who has come forward declaring, I am thine, and apostate from asceticism, one enslaved for a stipulated period. One who has become a slave in order to get a maintenance, one enslaved on account of his connection with a female slave, and one self sold. These are the 15 classes of slaves as declared in law. Among these, the four named first cannot be released from bondage except by the favor of their owners. Their bondage is hereditary. The sages have declared that the state of dependence is common to all these, but that their respective position and income depends upon their particular caste and occupation. The end.